5:26. It is Sunday, and it is May, and we are doing a new-ish series to Stand Tall. And you can catch all of these videos over on YouTube at Manic Tulip 76, where I read The Art of War next to the Daily Stoic and other ancient military texts. And now we're doing a new approach for How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This is one of the most pivotal books in my entire life. Changed the trajectory of the way I became successful in life. And so I wanted to take some of those principles and line them up. And so this is the Sunday SEMA day. So this day is Methods of the SEMA is what we'll get to. But we're on chapter 3 in How to Win Friends and Influence People. The chapter is titled, If You Don't Do This, You Are Headed for Trouble. And then we're going to flip to the back of the chapter. Looks like he talks about Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Napoleon, General Motors, and some other things. So, principle 3, remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest, most important sound in any language. Okay, so this is why people wear name tags and why employers encourage their employees to wear name tags. This is probably one of the biggest sales secrets that I have for anybody, or just the biggest life hack, especially if you're calling in to get help from a big major corporation. Using that person's name on the other end of the line is like a guaranteed mind trick into winning that person over. But yes, that chapter does have many examples of using the other person's name kind of as a magic word. Okay. So now we're over in Methods of the SEMA. The chapter is Establishing Titles. So let me just see here. So we did verse 10 last time. So let's go to verse 11. The first is called men. The second is called justice. The third is called expression. The fourth is called skill. The fifth is called fire. The sixth is called water. The seventh is called armaments. These are called the 7 matters of government. Honor, profit, shame, and death. These are called the 4 things to preserve. To appear accommodating while accumulating domination is to stop transgressions and alter ideas. Okay, I'm just going to read that again. Okay, to appear accommodating while accumulating domination is to stop transgressions and alter ideas. One great way to alter ideas in a conversation is to use that person's name. And that is the life hack. In any case, these are the ways of eliminating omens. If you only cherish benevolence but not trustworthiness, you will fail and defeat only yourself. Treat men as men, be just towards the just, use appropriate expressions, and employ fire only when necessary. So that is like a fantastic way to end. Treat men as men, be just towards the just, use appropriate and only fire when necessary. I like employ fire only when necessary. So I'm gonna highlight that because like at all times you should be striving for these stoic principles, these art of war principles, and by only using fire when your back is against the wall, right? Only standing up and like no longer being nice, right? Because the person who's the nicest, like they do win. They do win in a lot of ways. Because if you're sincere and you're genuine, and then from my personal experience, people will eventually take advantage of that, and that's okay. It's just that when they do, that's when you push back, and that's when you show that you're capable of having the fire. It's just like being a warrior in a garden and not a gardener during a war. Okay, better to be a soldier who's an influencer rather than an influencer who has to be a soldier.